What's this? Follow-up corpse. Let's read this one. All right. Dear Steve, first let me thank you for reading my previous email. I've contacted a lot of different sites and most don't respond or make fun of and disparage me. About the boneless corpse. It was an Iraqi soldier. The area around the 73 Easting. The area was around the 73 Easting on the world map, where the Battle of 73 Eastings happened. A pillow is a very good description of the corpse. It was entirely boneless, with no blood being in evidence. It was lying on a flatbed gooseneck, heavy equipment trailer, maybe 40 feet long, within about 3 feet of the hinge of the gooseneck. Sorry, thought I heard something out there. Sorry, let me read this one more time. It is dead frickin' quiet here. The body was split from about 4 inches below the shoulder down the left side by a razor-like cut, which ended... Can we read that whole thing? Hold on a minute. About the boneless corpse. It was an Iraqi soldier. The area was around the 73 Easting on the world map, where the Battle of 73 Eastings happened. A pillow is a very good description of the corpse. It was entirely boneless, with no blood being in evidence. It was lying on a flatbed, gooseneck, heavy equipment trailer, maybe 40 feet long, within about 3 feet of the hinge of the gooseneck. The body was split from about 4 inches below the shoulder, down the left side, by a razor-like cut, which ended about where the hip bone would be. He was on his back, head turned to the left, and the left arm extended. All internal organs were still contained within, except all small amount of intestines which strung out to the left. This is a little graphic. The truck and trailer was attached. The truck and trailer it was attached to was burned completely, with a burned body in the passenger seat, and several burned bodies were strewn about the right side of the trailer. But the aforementioned mutilated corpse had no burns whatsoever, nor was the trailer burned except where it attached the fifth wheel of the truck. The clothes on the corpse were not even singed. It had a standard Iraqi fatigues in olive drab color, which were also split exactly like the corpse. The fabric was not even unraveled anywhere along the cut. Understand, I was looking for souvenirs when I found it. As we were at war, we were kind of morbid. As myself and another guy named Williamson were poking and examining this, our battalion sergeant major arrived, proceeded to lay into us for effing off, being sick dumbasses, and generally questioning our worthiness as human beings. Then, a Humvee showed up full of MPs and told us to leave this area. Also asked if we had cameras, film, or souvenirs from this site and to turn them over. Well, being preoccupied with this odd corpse, we had nothing. Our sergeant major stayed and talked to the MPs after we left. They looked at us several times, and the sergeant major approached us and told us, "Never speak about this again." We left the area soon after, and the MPs stayed to guard the site. This is one reason that stuck with me. The MPs stayed there in the middle of nowhere, guarding the site as a war was going on. And we were taking so many prisoners, which the MPs were supposed to be guarding. Again, this is almost 30 years ago, and my mind was kind of occupied with a lot of other things. I was reading about cattle mutilations, and these memories came back due to no sign of blood around the corpse, just like in this case. There you have it. I have contacted a lot with my conclusions, even to David Plius, who soundedly rebuffed me, saying that demons couldn't possibly be responsible. I'm so glad you listened. I can tell you one of my encounters here in West Virginia if you wish, but I already appreciate you. As for what I'm looking for, I only want to make people aware of my conclusions and perhaps let them check those conclusions out for themselves to determine their course of action. Free will, right? Also, before I go, I will let you know that a compass will spin wildly when these things are about and point directly at them. Just for your information, if you believe they're around. So I may have read this in the past, maybe. The mention of Dave sounds familiar. I think I read this, but who cares? This is freaking mind-boggling, right? Thanks again. Please take care and be careful, and feel free to ask for more if you want. Know you're appreciated. Sincerely, James Boggs. James, that's one crazy freaking story, man. I'm going to have to look you up, find the first email. This has got to be a while ago. Oh, 2020.